So I've been dealing with chronic shoulder pain for over 2 years, but I'm slowly getting rid of it, baby. And today I hit a massive milestone with the strength of my shoulder. I hit 3 kilograms on this exercise called the Cuban rotation, which strengthens the rotator cuff and all of the connective tissue and muscles that are responsible for the rotation of the shoulder. And you might be thinking 3 kilos, that's not that much, and you're right, it isn't. But compared to where I was 3 months ago, where I was barely able to lift 2 kilograms and I was in pain, a 50% increase is massive for me. And I just wanted to share this because if you've never seen this exercise or you've never trained the rotation of your shoulders before, but your shoulders are feeling weak and vulnerable and unstable, it might be worth considering looking into training the rotation of your shoulders. And that is simply just because nobody really trains their rotator cuff. Nobody trains the rotation of their shoulders. I'm sure you already know or have been told that the strength of your rotator cuff is quite important just due to how common rotator cuff injuries are. In fact, I believe it is the most common shoulder injury. And when a lot of people injure their shoulders, they are given the right things to do. They do start strengthening the rotation of their shoulder, but then as soon as they start to feel good again and the pain goes away, they just stop doing it. They don't continue to build upon that strength that got them out of that pain in the first place. And even when we're not injured, we are never really advised to train shoulder rotation for just overall shoulder health and to decrease the likelihood of a shoulder injury occurring. I guess the point I'm kind of making here with the recent breakthroughs I've had in my chronic shoulder pain is that, you know, our shoulder moves in 6 main ways, and most people only train 2 motions of the shoulder. Shoulder flexion, where the shoulder moves up, that is worked in things like bench pressing or pressing a weight overhead, as well as shoulder extension, where our shoulder moves behind our body, and that's worked, you know, in rowing and pulling patterns. So to have a healthy shoulder that functions and moves well and feels good, wouldn't it make sense to train more motions of the shoulder to get strong and mobile in them? A lot of people are already educating people about this and strengthening the shoulder through different ranges of motion, but I just wanted to share my personal experience with it and to show you the results that I'm getting along the way of this movement and mobility journey that I'm on. Also, I'm not saying that this is the one exercise that's going to fix your shoulder pain. There are so many different ways of training shoulder rotation. We can train internal rotation, external rotation. We can train our shoulders in shortened and lengthened positions. We can use bands, we can use weights. There are so many different ways of doing it, and the one that's going to work for you really depends on where you are, what your starting point is, if you're lacking mobility, if you're lacking strength, and also what your body responds well to. We're all different, and I just wanted to share my progress and maybe give you a few insights into improving your training.